Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ and Sons as we are here with continuing our Planet Coaster Thrillville build that we've got going on, and we're taking a look at some of what we were able to finish in the last episode with the log ride. So just to catch everybody up on some things, it's pretty much going to be it's a pretty hefty build for the log ride. We got some water stuff being sprayed, a lot of stuff for the kiddos to kind of do as people go on that one if you're not a fan of it. So what are we setting up over here now? Well, now what we're going to be doing is we are going to be looking for basically a kid section, a kid corner. I mean, it's just a place for the kids to go hang out and to have a kiddie coaster and a lot of more of the kid rides to kind of get them integrated into the theme park world and some thrill rides and so forth. Now, in doing this, I went with the dragon coaster because I didn't want to do the little bumblebee coaster or any of those other little crappy kid ones. And I figured this one works out pretty well. Now, one thing I did get kind of messed up with, and I can't believe I couldn't figure it out, was the stupid auto tunnel. I couldn't get that crap figured out. I wanted it turned off so bad. I kept looking at the settings, as you see me doing right now, figuring out where the hell is this thing at. It's in the goddamn ride stuff. I couldn't believe it. I don't think I really figured that out till we got through probably the second iteration of this coaster, it seems like. I started looking crap up on YouTube, where to go for it, looking at stuff up on the internet, which is why, no, it's not frozen. You can see the peep still moving. And I just couldn't, for the life of me, figure this crap out. I don't know what it was. But it just was too much for me to comprehend at the time. So I tried my best, but here's one of the problems with kiddie coasters is you can't make them too thrilling, right? They can't be overly thrilling, overly exciting, or else you're gonna have problems. It's not gonna be a kid style coaster. So I went on ahead, and you're gonna see me go through a couple iterations of this and the changes that get made to it. Now, like I said, keep in mind this video is sped up probably 8 times the original. This was done on the Twitch live stream, like all of our Planet Coaster content for the most part is done on Twitch live stream, and then sped up to match so you can see the whole build here in a real shortened form. So it is 8 times the speed that what it would normally be. So getting this thing put in, I did my own way of taking off the tunneling because like I said, I'm an idiot. I mean, I know that. I expect that from myself. So it's one of those it is what it is kind of situations. But, I hope that next time I'll definitely know. It'll be a lot easier the next time for sure. But, it's one of those things that, man, in the spur of the moment, could not figure it out to save my life. And so here, as these things are going through, I'm kind of looking at some of these kid coasters just to see how they're looking. Is mine comparable? And I think it is. It's got some excitement areas, but nothing too much. The kids are going to love it. They're going to enjoy it. I truly do believe that. And then we're going to go through and put some theming around it. It is going to be kind of castle themed if you think of a dragon taking on a castle kind of setting. So that it is going to be, we are definitely going to get this themed up, and then we're going to get kind of the rest of the area done with what you would expect. I think, at least what I've experienced with a lot of the kid focus zones in theme parks. It is going to have a different path cover over it with some design in it, and just to make it look better for the kids and so forth. So we are going to get that done, put in a couple minor entrance ways into this corner of the park, and we're going to kind of go from there. So I am going to leave y'all off here to enjoy the rest of this build. You will have a POV at the end of the video, so definitely stay tuned for that. But I will catch up with y'all later here once we get a little bit more into this section. All right, and so I am back, and you kind of see what I'm talking about when I say the floor design that I mentioned before hopping off. I'm kind of letting y'all just enjoy the video with the music instead of having to hear my voice. And I think for a kids section, it works out pretty well. I mean, what do you think kids would expect? It is a kind of a crazy looking little design on the ground. I didn't do much around the rides in that sense, primarily because those were kind of lifted off the ground section and so forth, but I do put in a cover, and here's where you kind of see this coming in. So we will have covers for the queues, but outside of that, we're not going to have, it's not going to be like any, these aren't going to be anything special, any highly themed rides or something like that. Like I said, it is kind of just, it is a kids section, so I'm not going to go over the top with it, but we're going to put in enough so during these queue lines, the parents and stuff can have shading while they wait to get on the ride with their kids, or just wait with them in the queue line until the kids can go on the ride. So these will be spread out through all over. I did kind of like putting in the drink stands and those little food court sections. I think they turned out pretty well to kind of close off that corner of the park in that area. So I think we got that section done pretty good. Now the other open area between the what is that one? The big coaster and this, we're going to fill that in with some other basic buildings, nothing too extensive. That one will be on the next live stream, which at this time is probably going to be July 6th, I think. Yeah, July 6th. We had the live stream last weekend where we completed some more of our actual game area, the midway section, as I finally learned that it was called, on a different side of the park, but we're going to come back and kind of close that stuff out. So here you do see me finally putting in the entrance for this part, or for this portion of it. Like I said, I wasn't going to go too much with it. It just didn't seem like it needed to be all that much, just for the simple fact, hey, these are kids, there's nothing too excessive about it. Why stress about having something for them? We do call it Discovery Zone. I do take some of those letters. It is the Discovery Kids Zone. I don't know if anybody remembers from back in the day, the 90s, there was this kid bounce house place called Discovery Zone. I loved it. Had a couple birthday parties there. So that's what made me go with it for this namesake. So I really do like how this section turned out. I think it is a, I want to say, pretty complete section. The only other one that I think really, as far as like a theme park section being complete for the most part, would be the Falco ride. But this one definitely came through, and I really do love how this thing turned out. So we will move this entrance and stuff around to the other sides, to the other corners, for the people to come in on. So I do think that we've done pretty good with this, with this whole section here. I also really enjoy the lighting that we kind of were able to put into it. Also, I think that really kind of adds to it. I didn't want to go too crazy with topping off, the corner post there for the ride. Once again, it's actually one of the more heavily themed kind of rides, even though it is a kiddie coaster. So that's kind of interesting to see. But we got plenty of people going on it right now, which is good to see. Now we are going to be jumping into the POV sections here in a little bit after we get some of this lighting stuff done. So definitely stay tuned for that, guys. I'm going to hop off here. The POV is coming up in just a minute, and I'll end up seeing y'all in the next episode. Now, just as a reminder, hit that subscribe button if you have not hit it already. And definitely, if you enjoy the Planet Coaster, this theme park that we're building, give us a thumbs up. And hit that little bell icon for all the Champ and Sons content. I'm debating as we get closer to the end of this one, do we go with not Jurassic World, but Prehistoric Kingdom, or even City Skylines? So we'll see what we got going in the next series, y'all. But definitely stay tuned for that. The POV ride is coming up. We're trying to change some of the ride settings so we can get kind of going instead of sitting there forever. But I will see y'all in the next episode. So as we get into this POV ride, I'll let y'all catch up to it. So I'll check y'all later, everybody. Have a good one. And stay safe. So as always, later, y'all.